Hey everyone, this is a guitar tutorial for Come Alive by Charity Gayle. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel or give this video a like and comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, there are links in the description below. And speaking of links, there are a few that you might want to keep in mind. If you'd like to join my email list, you can do that by clicking that link in the description, and you can get my top 8 tuning tips that every musician should know for free. Also, if you'd like to go down the rabbit hole of my brain, I wrote a book called How to Save Catholic Schools. You can check that out on Amazon, and there's a link in the description for that. Last but not least, if you'd like to donate to the channel and maybe this video blessed you in a very special way, click the 3 dots next to the like button and you can go from there, and I really appreciate it. Grab your acoustic guitar, you're going to need a capo today, and let's get started. Alright, like I said, you're going to need a capo. It's going to go on the 3rd fret, and this song is in the key of F. So when we're playing in the key of D, capo 3, we're really sounding an F chord there when I'm playing a D chord. So here are the chords you need to know. D, E minor, B minor, A, and G, and D over F sharp. There's also a D suspended in there a few times. So there's a lot of variations of D. We'll start with that. Put your index finger on the G string, 2nd fret relative to the capo, which is really the 5th fret of your guitar. Ring finger on the B string, 3rd fret, and high E is covered by the middle finger, 2nd fret. For the D chord, you're not going to strum the bottom 2 strings. To play D suspended, just add your pinky. And to play D over F sharp, it's a little weird. You're going to put your index finger on the low E, 2nd fret, middle finger, 2nd fret also, but on the G string. And then ring finger can stay on the B string, 3rd fret. You don't really want to strum the high E string with this. You'll notice your index finger is kind of naturally blunting the A string. That's totally okay. For the E minor chord, put your index finger on the A string, 2nd fret, middle finger, 2nd fret, D string, and ring finger is going to go on the B string, 3rd fret. That's technically making the E minor a 7th chord, so E minor 7. If you lift off your ring finger, it's just a regular old vanilla E minor. And you can go either way, but I'm going to stick with the E minor 7 because it has a little bit more flavor to it. For the A chord, put your index, middle, and ring fingers in the 2nd fret, covering the D, G, and B strings. Just don't strum the low E string. For the B minor chord, you can play it one of 2 ways, but I like the bar chord version, so we're going to start with that. Bar the entire 2nd fret, minus the low E string, and then middle finger is going to go on the B string, 3rd fret, ring finger and pinky go on the 4th fret, covering D and G. If you want to play the easy way, just forget the bar and put your index finger on the bottom E string. But you notice it doesn't sound right, so I'm only limited to the bottom 4 strings. Just not as bassy, so be aware of that. The G chord, I'm putting my middle finger on the low E, 3rd fret, index finger, A string, 2nd fret, ring finger and pinky go on the high E and B strings of the 3rd fret. Now those are all the chords you need to know, and I'm going to put the chords on screen for you. I'll say them as we go along. After we play through the song, that's when I usually go over some strumming patterns, so we'll go over those after we play through it. Here we go. G, D, A, B minor, 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 A, B minor, G, D, E minor, B minor, G, D, E minor, B minor, G, D, B minor, G, D, A, B minor, G, D, A, B minor, G, D, A, B minor, A, B minor, G, D, E minor, 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 B minor, G, D, D suspended, D, D suspended, D, D suspended, D, D suspended, A, B minor, D, G, A, B minor, G, A, B minor, D, G, A, B minor, G, A, B minor, D, G, A, B minor, G, break, D, E minor, B minor, G, 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 D. Well, everyone, I hope that I was able to help you out with that tutorial. Let's talk about some basic strumming patterns that you can use in this song. And I'll be honest, they're not going to be perfect or exactly to the recording because it's kind of hard to hear that acoustic guitar. And this song is all about the choir, so just saying. And that's okay, but let's start with some simple things. When the intro comes around, you're not really supposed to play at all. It's really just keyboard and electric guitar. But if you wanted to play, I would just play or strum whole notes like this: G, D over F sharp, A, and B minor. Very simple. Just let those chords ring out. No strumming pattern needed. When the first chorus comes around, you could do something like this. At least for the first line of chords. And then when the kick drum comes in, something like that. Down, up, down, down, up, down. That's very simplistic, but if you wanted to do the full pattern, which comes a little later and of course happens in the next chorus, it would go something like this. hard for me to explain that because I'm kind of playing by feel here. I'm not exactly sure if this is the very same pattern that they're using in the song, but it seems to fit, at least rhythmically, for what's going on. So for what I'm doing, trying to explain it without hearing a chord, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. That's the pattern that you could use. And again, take that with a grain of salt because I'm sure there's another pattern out there that could fit perfectly. It's all up to you and really what your percussion section can do. And these drums in the song, very, very good, very, very well done. And the bass, of course, the bass adds so much. And if you listen to the first verse again, notice how the bass comes in very eloquently and on the third line, not at the very beginning of the song. So the song gradually builds, and that's kind of what I really like about this song. I really enjoy hearing all those instruments and all those parts really fill the gaps where they're needed. And the choir, like I said, this is a choir song. So, hey, it is what it is. The acoustic is not a very big, prominent instrument in this song. We have to take that with a grain of salt, you guys. Now, if you're playing this acoustically, that's a different story. But if you're playing it full band, this is the time for all the other instruments to shine and let us, the guitars, or the acoustic guitars, be kind of the glue that is in the back of the mix that kind of binds everything together. And that about does it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. Comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. If you want to check out my book, How to Save Catholic Schools, it's available on Amazon right now. Go ahead and join my email list. And if you do, you get my top 8 tuning tips that every musician should know for free. Also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, click the 3 dots next to the like button. You go from there, and I really appreciate it. All right, thanks so much, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.